Yeah, Hot Topic Thursday, baby. Hey, late night edition. Hey, let's put in some work. You already know what time it is. Hot Topic Thursday. Hey, about to tuck you in with some motivation. See why people trying to go to sleep, prepare for tomorrow? You right here, putting in some motivation. Somebody need to hear this tonight. Hey, look, it's Hot Topic Thursday. Hot Topic Thursday. I am Jay Pitts Presents. I am your life coaching class is definitely in session. Nika, what up, though? Let me go to my girl. Oh yeah, that's perfect, baby. Hot Topic Thursday, baby. Let's go. What up, nigga? You ready? And you ready? You ready?
I'm Crenshaw now. I'm lost to your house. In love, I'm feeling you. Quite hard to get out now. This what you do. Now, this what you said. I'm caught in my feelings that might be misled, but I don't care. 'Cause you painted a picture, put it in a frame. Even someone they know it ain't the same as love, but it got some things never seen before. At least that's what you swore. Tell me you're not like the others. You are not the same, and I already believe it.
Just got the shower.
Everything you claim to be a man, tell me. Make another dream to sell me. Tell me you're not like all of them, all of them different. Or are you smoking mirrors?
Yeah.
Are you smoking mirrors? Just smoking mirrors. Are you smoking mirrors? You got a sparkle in your eye, twinkling in your smile. In your back pocket is butterflies always around. Flashes of your heart, I only get so far. Felt this all before. You promised me more. Tell me you're not like the others. You're not like the others. You are not the same, and you're not the same. Everything you claim to be a man. Tell me, make another dream to sell me. Tell me you're not like all of them, all of them different. You could be. Or are you smoking mirrors? Is it for the games? For you? Are you smoking mirrors? Am I the same to you? Just smoking mirrors. How many times have I lied to you? Are you smoking mirrors? I don't know where you're trying to begin, but it's all
That's what you need right here. That's what you need right here. That's what you need.
I don't know where you're trying to begin, but it's all beautiful. You almost had me.
You almost, yeah. Almost. There's a God somewhere. There's a God somewhere that said high, look low. Yeah, y'all wanna know how to get over a relationship? Do you truly? You better get you a notepad. You wanna know how to get over a relationship? You better get you a notepad. Get you a notepad. I done live it, I done experience it, I done done it time and time over again. I done mastered this. It's a part of life. A journey. relationship, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to get you together. You want to get over a relationship? We're going to do it tonight. We're going to do it tonight, but we're going to do it right. We're going to do it right. And we ain't got to shame nobody to do it either. And I take pride in being a man. I just love I just love being a man. I take pride in being a man. That's just what it is. Get your notepad. Get your notepad. I am Jay Pitts Presents. I am your life coaching class is definitely in session. Get you, I'm gonna wait a few seconds. Get you a notepad. You want to get over marriage. You want to get over a relationship, a toxic situation. You want to get over some soul ties. You want to get over some drama, some stuff that just keep you down emotionally, spiritually, sexually, financially. I'm gonna tell you something. The first thing you need to do is to develop a constant prayer life. A constant prayer life. You have to focus on your spirit. Here's why. Here's why you got to focus on your spirit first. Because your spirit going to outlive your body. So I'm going to tell you something. You got to make sure you good on the inside. On the inside. You got to make sure you good on the inside first. Hold on. Let me show love to my folk, my loyal people. Let me show love to my loyal people. Let me show love to them. Yeah. You gotta have a constant prayer life. You gotta have a constant prayer life. I'm gonna tell you something. If we're gonna do it, let's do it right. Let's do it right. Let's do it right. Cause I'm gonna tell you, you gotta have a constant prayer life. After you develop a strong, constant prayer life, building the spirit, then you gotta make sure that you have a strong support system. This is very important. I'm not talking about them people that just want to be in your business. I'm not talking about them nosy people. I'm not talking about them people that just want to be in and out your life to check on you to see if you're doing well. I'm talking about them people. And here's how you know who your support system is. When you say, ouch, or you hurt in life, or you down, or you depressed, and dang it, they seeing what you doing, what you need. You all right? What you need to do? They're proactive instead of reactive. They're there for you. They're there to pick you up, not just be in your business, but help you with your business. Whether it's the business of love, whether it's the business of you paying your bills, whether it's the business of your body, they are going to check up on you and make sure you're good. They're going to make sure you are all right. I'm going to tell you, true friends, true family, and true lover feel a discomfort when they see somebody they love hurt. Come on, speak God. Your real friends get very uncomfortable when they see you hurt. If your friends don't go down with you, if your friends don't hurt with you, if your friends can't cry with you, if your friends ain't offering support or help when you going down, them ain't your friends. That ain't your family, and dang it, that ain't your lover. Because there should be a reaction to your pain. If the people around you that so-called say they're your family, your friends, or your mate aren't reacting to your pain, they don't love you. You're going to have to cancel that out. See, a lot of y'all are a bit naive. You're naive. You're naive because you're caught up on titles and you caught up on time. Titles and time do not confirm a relationship and bond, baby. Come on, we're going to do it tonight. We're going to go through it tonight. Titles and time, even blood, does not solidify a person as friends, family, or mate. I'm going to tell you how you can confirm who really down for you. When you hurt, they react. If there is no reaction to your pain, your discomfort, your problems, you crying, you going through, them is not your people. See, y'all put more time in titles, time, and blood, and not even looking at how they functioning with you. See, this is why you hurting yourself, because you're coming to the conclusion that these people are carrying serious titles in your life, but they're not operating under the responsibility. See, if my mama is my mama and she carries the title, she got to function as my mama for me to respect the title. If my brothers are my brothers, they have to function as to what is required to be my brothers. See, a title means nothing if the job is not fulfilled. I don't care if we came out the same hole. I don't care if we grew up together. I don't care if we went to every school together. Where are you now? Where are you when I hurt? How do you feel seeing me cry? What is your reaction to my pain? If there is no reaction, if there is no assistance, no support, you got to question who you're dealing with. You got to question, are they really down for you? Yeah. When it comes to relationships, we can just bring my relationship to the front of the congregation. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you something. Let's just go to school for a moment. Those of you, if you decide to get married, make sure you know the rules and regulations of each state. The state primarily, preferably, that you're in. Because you need to know the rules before you tie the knot. Why is this important? Because you can be in a situation and it can be very hard to get out because of rules and regulations. See, North Carolina is a Bible Belt state. I tell you, we're going to school. North Carolina is a Bible Belt state. So the requirement is, if you get married in a Bible Belt state, no matter if you don't like the nigga, no matter if you can't stand him, no matter if you hate him, it don't matter. You're going to have to sit in timeout for a year. You're going to have to be separated, separate addresses for a year. It's like being in timeout. You can't make no moves. You can't make no plays. You're legally still married until that year is up. When that year is up, then you can move accordingly. And even then, that's a process. Because when you file the papers, not only do you have to wait 30 days for a response or a court date, but that's a process as well, contingent upon what county you file the divorce. See, Charlotte, the rules is, if you file for a divorce in Charlotte, North Carolina, downtown Charlotte, if you file for a divorce, yeah, you're going to have to wait 30 days, but you don't have to go to no court date. If what you're showing and your proof of you being separated is clear on documentation, the judge will just sign off on it, and in a few weeks, you can go pick up your papers or they'll mail it to you. If you, certain counties, if you get married and want a divorce, certain counties after a year will make you go to a court date where you actually have to communicate with that person and the judge to get a final divorce. And I'm going to tell you, baby, it can go left or right. They can prolong the situation. Yeah. That's the school part. So those of you people who want to be in love, those of you who want to be in a relationship, those of you who want to get married, learn the rules of the land that you live in. Learn the city, the state, and the county that you're in. Because when you learn, then you'll know how to move accordingly and properly, just in case something goes left. Just in case things fall apart. It happens. It happens. It's a part of your story. Let me tell you, let me give you some real stuff. Let me give you some real raw stuff. Nothing lasts forever. Let's just, please, I do this with my clients. I help my clients with this all the time. I do this. Y'all don't know. I don't promote my business like I should, but I'm going to tell you something. There are too many people that I have helped over a decade when it comes to not only relationships, but life in general. I'm telling you, with your life, nothing lasts forever. So I just want you to appreciate right now in this moment what you have and the people in your life that you know for a fact got your back. Because nothing lasts forever. If you can just touch and agree with me on just that alone, you won't be disappointed so much. Enjoy. If you got something good, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's your car, whether it's where you live, enjoy it. That's the best advice I can give you. Enjoy it, because it's not going to last forever. It lasts longer when you appreciate it. It lasts longer when you take care of it. But nothing lasts forever. Even your life proves that, because one day you're going to die. One day you're going to leave this earth. So nothing lasts forever. All God wants you to do is appreciate what you have before it becomes something that you had, baby. You better appreciate what you have. See, lack of appreciation helps you lose what you have good a lot sooner, a lot quicker, within a blink of an eye, because of your lack of gratitude and appreciation. So you got to put gratitude and gladness and appreciation on what you have that's good. Otherwise, what you have will become something you had. Something you had. But I'm going to tell you something. Folk don't really love you and care about you if they're not reacting to you. If you say you my brother, you my mother, you my father, you my friend, my childhood friend, oh, you my lover, and you ain't reacting to my pain, my sorrow, what I'm going through, what I've been through, how can you dare say that we close? How can you dare say that we cool? How can you dare say you got my back? No, you don't. No, you don't. See, y'all got to stop putting good titles on bad situations. It's toxic. It ain't no good. It ain't beneficial. It ain't healthy. It ain't bringing the best out of you. It ain't bringing you close to God. It's taking you further away. Those dreams or goals or aspirations that you want to accomplish, you can't get there. Why? Because of loaded distraction. You got people that's around you that are bona fide imposters. They're not real. So y'all better be conscious of where you get married. You better learn the rules of the land of where you get married. Because once you decide, if there's a time where you don't be together no more, or you don't want to be in that relationship or that marriage no more, you got to follow the rules. I'm set in timeout. I'm out of timeout now. Hey man, I'm going to tell you, the devil had great intent against me. I'm going to tell you, let's be real. Let's just bring me to the front of the congregation. This divorce was designed to destroy me. Come on. See, I don't think y'all, this might be the realest live I done did. I'm going to tell you, this divorce was designed to destroy me. Yeah. Because I went through some things that I did not deserve. I did not deserve. But I'm going to tell you something. I take pride in being a man. It's just something about, even when I'm going through, I just got to be a man about it. I'm going to tell you something. It take me back to when I was 7 years old. When my mom was like, you know what? I went through the situation with my brother's daddy, with your brother's daddy. I went through the situation with your daddy. I'm just going to focus on raising y'all. So my mama gave me a key. She gave me a cell phone, and she gave me an alarm code. And she said, you the man of the house. From that day forth, my chin went just like this, and my chest poked out. So every situation from that day forward, I told myself that every challenge I face in life, I'm just going to be a man about it. I'm just going to be a man. I take pride in being a man. I'm going to tell you, make my chest poke out. It gives me a growling spirit. I'm going to tell you, my arms, it just swell up because I take pride in being a man. I'm going to tell you, like my brother always say, people don't rise to the occasion. They fall to the level of their training. And the way I was raised by a single mother is just to be a man about the situation. Like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, you just go high because of who you are. See, you find out who you are, not when everything is going good, but when everything is going wrong. Not when everything is going right, but when everything is going wrong, your character is revealed. Some people fail to realize that your character is flawed. God don't trust you. You don't even trust you. But some people want to keep up a facade or an image. I can't live like that. Man, I'm going to tell you, my clients, they let me know, Jeff, man, you real. Jeff, you straightforward. Yo, ooh, you said that, yo? Yeah, I meant that thing too, because I'm a man about it. I say it and I'm going to stand on it. Even people that ain't my clients, they hit my inbox and ask me some serious questions. Ask me, put me all up in their business. And I keep it real with them. Daily. Man, some of y'all be wondering why I don't reach back to y'all so much, because I be getting so many messenger messages from people who are asking for advice, who need help. It's like I'm being tugged left and right. Left and right. But everybody reach out to me and they put me in their business because they know I'm going to keep it real. I'm a wealth of information, but it ain't my business to tell nobody. And I'm a man. I ain't no chatty patty. But I'm going to tell you something. This divorce was designed to destroy me because I'm a good man. And I take pride in being a good man. I'm going to tell you one thing I'm going to do. Like I told my family, I tell my friends, I tell my neighbors, hey, if anything you do with your life, you better protect your name. You better protect your name. You better protect your name. If somebody puts something negative out there about you, correct it. Confront them. Check them. Hey, you better protect your name. See, like, I love it. I'm a Gucci Man fan. I'm Gucci. I wasn't a Jeezy fan. I was a Gucci fan. I'm a Gucci fan. But I'm going to tell you, hey, look, that song Gucci came out about your name. Yeah, your name, baby. You can't say nothing negative about me. If it's true, I'll accept it. But if it's a lie, oh no, I'm going to correct that, baby. I'm going to correct that. Because I stand on my flaws. I stand on my way. If I did something that's true, y'all, I'm going to stand on it. I'm like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. That's true. Because I'm a man. I'm a man about it. That's just who I am. I take pride in it. I'm going to stand on that. I'm going to stand on it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. See, I'm going to tell y'all, some people are not men and women enough to say, I'm sorry. I apologize. Forgive me. See, these people don't want to right their wrongs in life. They rather cover up or create an image. But the truth will set you free. But you stay in prison mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. See, y'all don't know. Folk block their blessings by how they conduct themselves and how they conduct with good people. This divorce was designed to destroy me. But God used it to employ me. You know why? Because you can't tear down something you didn't build. You can't tear down something you didn't create. See, y'all better be conscious about who people tied to. Because when you treat certain people wrong, it come back to you. It's called karma. Setbacks. Rules and regulations to life. Rules and regulations. But when it comes to my relationship, man, I'm gonna tell you some things y'all need to focus on. Let me tell you about some things you need to focus on. A few things that I focused on. My children, they was priority one. I had to make sure my kids was good. Because ain't nothing worse than innocent children being put in a situation that they have no power or no say-so or no control over. That's not fair, y'all. That's not fair. I'm a bona fide father. I can toot my own horn. Hey man, God see everything. It ain't to prove, it ain't to show nobody that I am, because I am who I am. I ain't never tried to prove myself to nobody. I live with me all my life. What I look like trying to prove myself to somebody, and I've been doing it all my life. All my life I've been doing it. Oh, I'm a bona fide father. For my homegirls will let you know. Everybody around me let you know. Hey, I'm serious about being a father. I love my kids. I make the sacrifice. I put it all on the line for my babies. I put it all on the line. I'm going to tell you, if you ever want to make me mad, hey, do something to my kids. You'll find out who I am, who I really am, and what I'm capable of. Do something to my kids. Do something to my kids. I'll let you know what time it is. I'll wake you up or put you to sleep. Yeah. You can choose however you want to pick it, however you want to play this thing, because I love my kids. I'm going to protect my kids by any means necessary. So when going through a divorce or a bad relationship where children are involved, protect your kids. Protect your children. Because some of y'all don't think children are affected when there are breakups and divorce, but there is. There are great effects. Children might not talk about it, but they are affected because these are ties, time, effort, and they innocent. So the first thing I did was like a Atlanta Falcon would do, a bird, grab all these babies. Let me make sure all these kids good. Even the ones that I didn't make. Let me grab them all. Folks don't want to talk about that. Folks ain't going to talk about that. Oh, yeah, I sheltered every last one of them and made sure they were good. Because kids don't ask to be here, y'all. Y'all can't just put kids in a bad situation, man, and just leave them hanging. Yeah, you might be hurt, but think about how they hurt and they didn't even ask to be in the situation. They didn't even have a say-so. Especially when they're young. So you got to protect the kids. Protect the kids at all costs. Make sure the kids are good. Make sure the kids are great. Because that's what I did. I made sure the kids were good. I made sure the kids were okay. Every last one of them. Even the ones that I didn't even make. See, I've been a father of many. Because when I see niggas ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. Niggas ain't functioning like they supposed to. Niggas ain't being a father when they should. Yeah. I stood up to the plate. See, I said I'm going to be a man all the way to the end. I'll be a husband all the way to the end. That's what I signed up for. See, y'all, when y'all get with people, y'all better make sure people understand covenant and commitment. Especially when it comes to marriage. Relationships, you can be in and out. Because there is no legal ties involved. But when there are legal ties involved, you better make sure that that person understands covenant and commitment. Be honest with yourself and respect the fact that everybody ain't going to love like you. Everybody ain't going to stay down like you. Everybody ain't going to do what you would do to a situation. Everybody ain't going to move in good faith. Just because you a good lover don't mean your mate gonna love you the same way. Just because you easy to forgive don't mean they're gonna be easy to forgive. See, you gotta learn the fact or accept the fact that you can't control nobody but yourself. You can't control nobody but yourself. I don't care if that's your mate, I don't care if that's your husband, I don't care if that's your wife. You can't control your husband and your wife. But what you can control is what you allow and what you accept. And baby, I'm not allowed. I couldn't allow and I can't accept because I'm too good of a man. Certain things, I'm going to tell you, friendships, family, relationships, there are certain things I'm not going to allow and certain things I'm not going to accept. Hey, don't expect me to go along with your BS and you know you're doing wrong. Don't expect me to go along with your conversation and you know you're lying. Don't expect me to go along with anything that ain't right. Because my people know what I say when I see you doing wrong. Hey man, you know I ain't down. Because I ain't here to block my blessings. I ain't blocking my blessings. All my friends will tell you that. All my family will tell you Jeff ain't down. Jeff ain't down. See, I know how to take a stand. I don't care about you getting mad. All this praying I've been doing. All the sacrifice I done made. I'm not going along with your mess. I ain't about to block my blessings all because you want to be a nincompoop. All because you want to be a fool. All because you want to keep up an image. All because you want to lie. I ain't doing that. No. I'm not faking it to make it. See, y'all can fake it to make it all you want to. No, I live in reality. Not social media, not fantasy. I live in reality. I keep it real. I'm going to be this way to the day I die. See, y'all can live in this virtual world, this social media world. No, that ain't for me. That ain't for me. I keep it $150 all the time. You come to me, I'm going to shoot it to you straight. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going to stand on it. But when I'm right, baby, I'm going to fight. I'm going to protect my name now. I'm going to protect my name. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to do what I got to do. But when you're getting out of a bad relationship or a marriage, make sure you increase a strong and stable prayer life. Make sure that you align yourself with people who react to your pain in a positive way. People who will support you. People who pray for you. People who check up on you. People who you know got your back. People who react to your hurt. React to your struggle. Them your people. Them your people. The people who react when you go down. The same way the people who react to you when things are going up. When you win, they're like, man, that's congratulations. When you're down, what you need me to do, bruh? What you need me to do? Them are your family. Them are your friends. That should be your mate. The people who react to love. And let me tell you something about love. Love don't hurt, baby. I don't care how you try to wrap it. Christmas done passed already. I don't care how you try to package this relationship. Love does not hurt. If you love something and it hurts you to love it, it is not love, but yet it is a bad situation it's a bad situation wrapped with a good title. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. No, love don't hurt. How you gonna say, I love him, I love her, but it hurts you to love them? You're putting a good title on a bad situation, and that's not good. That is so unhealthy. It ain't right. I went and advised. See, like I told my brother earlier, I said, you know what's unfortunate is that people do not know what's best for them. He said, brother, elaborate, bro, because we have our phone call sessions every week with me and my brothers. We have a group conversation. We talk about life. We talk about anything and everything. We say a prayer. We give each other advice. We invest in each other. We do it weekly. I advise y'all to do that with your siblings or do that with your friends. Y'all should have a group conference call every week. You need this. You never know what people are going through. But see, the road gets easier to travel when you have a strong support system. When you got people that's in the corner of your life supporting you, rooting for you, cheering for you. It is hard to fail. It is hard to lose when you got people want to see you win in life. So yeah, we have a group conference every week where we say a prayer. We might read a scripture. We might talk about certain circumstances. If somebody going through something, we allow them to vent. We give advice, and then we move forward. It is so healthy. It is so rich. It is so fulfilling. It's hard to lose when you got a support system like that. But that's just what me and my brothers do. But I'm going to tell you something. Love don't hurt, baby. I don't care how you try to package that Christmas that already passed. Them presents should have been open. Love don't hurt. When you love something that hurts you, all your life is saying, all the universe is saying, all God is saying, all your body is saying by how you reacting to that pain is stop loving it. You got to stop loving it. I don't know who this for tonight, but you got to stop loving that. If what you loving is hurting you, baby, you got to stop. You got to stop. It ain't good for you. It ain't healthy for you. I'm telling you, you've been crying too much. You've been down too long. You've been too depressed. You've been in disarray. You've been stressed out. You can't even focus on your goals. You can't focus on your dreams. You can't focus on your aspiration. It is a major distraction. Pain can be a distraction. Anxiety can be a distraction. Depression can be a distraction. Yeah, because folk will do some things to you that is designed, the intent was designed to destroy you. But God can take the ugliness of a situation and employ you. Use it for a greater purpose. See, I done been through a lot of things, man. That's why I'm strong. I'm headstrong. I'm heart strong. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. So I'm able to help so many people. I used to sit to myself and say, God, why you allow me to go through so much? Because there's a purpose over your life, son. There's some helping you got to put out here. There's some people that's going to cross your path. There's some low hearts that you're going to have to pick up. There's some broken hearts that you're going to help piece back together. There's some tears that's crying that you're going to have to dry up. See, I'm allowing you to go through these things, but I'm going to qualify you for this pain. I'm going to qualify you for this struggle. I'm going to qualify you for these ups and downs so that when you come across certain people, you can be a living testimony. A living testimony to help people. Help people. So I used to sit back and I say, God, why it seem like life just always picking on me, Purpose, 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 purpose. And see, I had to trust God then so I can get to where I am now. You see that? See, the trust had to come before the experience. See, God wanted to see if I was going to trust him. If I was going to truly trust him. Because the reality is, if I couldn't trust him then, how would I be able to help the people that I've helped now? See, I had to go through the struggle. I had to go through the trenches. I had to go through the pain. I had to go through the ups and downs, the turnarounds. Yeah. I couldn't believe the way certain people move with me. I couldn't believe who I thought loved me would act and say certain things. I couldn't believe how certain people who said that they had my back, I looked back and they weren't there. I couldn't believe it. It was almost like a culture shock. It was almost like somebody had tased me because I was shocked. But the reality is, if it wasn't for my raising, if it wasn't for my worship, if it wasn't for my prayer life, if it wasn't for the different experiences that I've been through previously in my life, I know these certain situations and circumstances were designed to destroy me. I know people that can't pick up their life because of some of the same things they've been through, some of the same things I've been through. But it's funny how I attract like-minded people or people who have experienced the same thing as me because of purpose. There was great reasoning as to why those people was going to cross my path one day. Because once I overcame, see, let me tell you something. If you can't overcome it, it will overtake you. If you cannot overcome, what you dealing with will begin to overtake you. Somebody gonna win. And I'm gonna tell you something, baby. I told myself, I'm gonna win. I am not gonna get the bad end of the stick. I am not about to bow. I am not about to submit to this. Somebody gonna win. Either your circumstance is you're either gonna overcome it or it's gonna overtake you. And I made a choice and decision. I said, I can't let this defeat me. I got babies to raise. I got children that depend on me. I got a business to run. People who depend on me every day. I got family. I got niece and nephew. I got brothers. I can't quit. I done came too far to quit. I can't bow. What's a few problems? What's a few struggles? How can you know love if you never felt pain? See, God will allow you to go through both sides of the spectrum so you can learn. How would you truly come on, speak God? How would you know what strength is if you never been weak? Come on, speak God. How could you truly know what happiness and joy is if you never felt sorrow? Never felt sorrow. How can you honestly say to yourself, I am happy, I got joy, if you never felt sorrow? If you never been unhappy? Some of y'all think God picking on you. Some of y'all think life just picking on you. No, it's not. It's to teach you. It's to better you. It's to strengthen you. It's to give you clarity so you can open up your eyes and see that you need to live your life. As I told a woman tonight, I said, baby, you're going to die. And she said, oh. I said, you're going to die, baby. Sooner or later. But you better treat life like candy. Now and later. Life's supposed to be sweet when you learn. Because when you learn, you earn. It's your turn to learn. See, so those some of y'all on this live right now, it's your turn to learn. Because when you learn, you earn. See, God will upgrade your life. Somebody about to get promoted tonight because you're going to say, you know what? I need to be a woman about this situation. I need to be a man about this situation. You know what? I need to grow up. I need to spiritually develop. I I need to change my response, because some of y'all, when y'all face challenges and trials and tribulations of various kinds, it's your response that reveals your character, your levels of maturity. You respond weak. You so quick to get mad. You so quick to cuss, fuss, and bust all the time. All because you don't like what somebody said or what somebody did. I'm going to tell you, you got to make time for it. People make time for what they want to make time for. What up, Wallace? I see you, King. What up, BB? I see you, King. What up, Candace? I see you, Queen. Hey, people make time for what they want to make time for. Don't let nobody fool you. Oh, I'm busy. I'm busy. Last person who said they was busy, to me, I say, you know what? I'm busy too. I'm busy too. I'll call you back. Treat people how you want to be treated. Because if you can always be there for them, but they can never be there for you, you're in a one-sided relationship. You're in a one-sided relationship. You got to come on out. God don't want to stay in no unbalanced relationship. How can you grow? How can you develop? How can you feel inspired? And make sure you with a woman or a man that's going to speak life into you and not do things that's going to try to make you spiritually or physically die. Come on, speak God. Speak God. That person ain't speaking life into you. When the last time you've been happy? When the last time you've been happy from the inside out? How often during the week do they congratulate you, give you affirmation, pray for you, speak life into you? Some of y'all don't realize, man, dealing with that certain man or dealing with that certain woman is like going to a funeral. Come on, let's talk about it. Because being on this live, you're gonna be picture-toed and bow-legged. You're going to need to go get you a new pedicure or something, because I'm stepping all on your toes right now. Because some of y'all dealing with certain people is like going to a funeral. God said, because they are not speaking life into you. They're taking life out of you. Come on, speak God. Speak. Y'all dealing with people that ain't speaking life in you, but more or less they taking life from you because you depressed. Depression ain't healing. You got anxiety. Anxiety ain't bringing the best out of you. You weary. Weary don't bring clarity. It don't bring happiness. It ain't securing nothing. Y'all dealing with people that put you in position where you feel like you're going to a funeral. Why? Because these people are not speaking life into you, but more or less they taking life from you. Yeah, don't be no man or no woman that ain't speaking life into you constantly. How you gonna say you're in a relationship and this person ain't praying for you? How you gonna stay in a relationship and this person ain't got your back? How you gonna stay in a relationship and this person ain't consistent? How you gonna stay in a relationship and this person don't know how to properly communicate? But we're grown. We're grown. See, I ain't got time to be re-raising nobody's failures. I ain't re-raising nobody's failures. I ain't been in a relationship where I gotta be your daddy too. That's your parents' job. I'm not rehearsing, reliving, I'm not relearning, I'm not reteaching, I'm not doing that. See, y'all got to stop going in relationships where you're wearing too many hats. Hats. It's one thing to be a man. It's one thing to be a woman. It's one thing to be a wife. It's one thing to be a husband. But you shouldn't be, you got to be a financial advisor. Oh, man, you got to be that person's therapist. Oh, man, you got to be that person's father. Or you got to be that person's mother. Man, you wearing too many hats. That's why you tired. You tired. You drained. That's what you signed up for. That ain't beneficial. Y'all got to stop jumping in relationships where you wearing too many hats. I told y'all maybe 20 lives ago, I had a client. He was like, King, talk about it. Talk about it, King. Preach, King. I said, brother, you killing yourself. I said, you won't make it to 50. You won't make it to 50 dealing with this woman. I told him that. You won't make it to 50. He was like, dang. He said, bro, you gonna say it like that? I said, I'm being honest with you because I care about you. You ain't gonna make it to 50 because you're wearing too many hats. You gotta be her daddy. You're supposed to be her lover. Now you gotta be her daddy too. Because some of her behaviors is attesting to some lack of raising in her childhood. Y'all gotta be honest. Some of y'all parents have failed you. You ain't been taught. You ain't been raised. And then they push you out into the house. Charity starts at home. They don't raise you properly. Then you grow up. They push you out to the earth. And now you are nothing but a disservice to society. You are a disservice to society because the next man or the next woman you align yourself to, instead of bringing life, instead of being profitable, instead of building the black community, you're a disservice because you was uncoached. You wasn't raised properly. You wasn't properly prepared. So now you walk around opening up broken relationships, broken promises, pain, scars. And a lot of these don't attest to where you are. It attests to where you came from. Come on, speak, God. Speak, God. It attests to where you came from. Your home, your mama and them, your daddy and them. Somebody failed you. Because when they decided to birth you, they should have prepared you for life. Because when you are properly prepared, you don't make certain choices. You don't make certain choices, baby. You don't move in certain type of ways. You don't accept and allow certain behaviors. You will never accept or allow yourself to be in a position where you are being spiritually insufficient or defiled. Come on, speak, God. Speak. Let's just accept the fact that some of y'all don't know what's best for you. It's okay. I've been there. But you got to live in your truth so the truth can set you free. You don't know what's best for you. Here's why. Because when the red flags were there, or when God revealed truth about that person, you still invested. You still stepped in. You still jumped in a relationship. You jumped in a relationship. Yeah. You don't know what's best for you. Wisdom says one does not know what's best for them when truth is revealed and yet they still go in. Come on, speak, God. Teach us tonight. Teach us tonight. Wisdom says you don't know what's best for you when God reveals truth to keep you, but you don't want to be kept. Come on, speak, God. Wisdom says when God reveals truth about an individual, but yet you still get involved, you don't know what's best for you. Wisdom also says, even if the package is covered or prepared properly, or is charades or a mirage, something that looks good, but on the inside it ain't good. Wisdom also says you don't know what's best for you if you get in the relationship and truth is revealed and you stay. Come on, speak, God. What is God trying to say tonight? You don't know what's best for you if you enter knowing that it ain't right. You don't know what's best for you if you enter and then truth is revealed and you stay. And you stay. Some of y'all got to be honest with yourself. You don't know what's best for you because truth was revealed and you still invested. You still got in it. All the red flags there, you still got in it. Wisdom also says you don't know what's best for you because truth don't always become revealed at the beginning. Sometimes circumstance have to happen and then the truth is revealed. And wisdom says, if you stay, you don't know what's best for you. You see how God gonna cover you? You ain't got no room to make excuses because on every side, God is gonna hold you accountable. See, wisdom says, if truth is revealed that you should not invest and you go in anyway, you don't know what's best for you. Wisdom says if you go in, ain't nothing happen, but then circumstance comes and something does happen and you stay, you don't know what's best for you. That's not healthy for you. So be conscious of how you enter and be conscious if it's right for you to stay. Because I ain't staying in no place or position where it's unhealthy. I ain't staying in no position where it's toxic. And dang sure I will pick up in the quickness if what's going on gonna affect my kids. See, my kids, oh, they did to me, baby. They did to me. I'm not gonna allow my kids, knowing that my kids do not have a say-so over certain situations. I would never allow or put my children in position where they're in harm's way, or they're in position where I'm not protecting them, or they could be hurt. No, I'm not. So yeah, when it comes to a divorce, I'll give you a few jewels. I don't wish divorce on nobody. Some say divorce can feel like a funeral, because it can. It can feel like a death because a bond is broken or it's dying. Yeah, a lot of people say some divorces feel like a funeral, because it is. Love has died between you and that individual. Yeah. Some can say also with divorce that is freedom. You've been down too long. I'll tell you the worst thing you could do if you are no good man and no good woman. The worst thing you can do is allow your good man and good woman see life without you, fool. I had to teach my brother this. I had to teach my brother this a while back. I said, but she the fool. She a whole fool. A fool. I said, she a dummy. She got to be a dummy. I said, I don't know what she been taught. I don't know how she been raised, but she a fool. Because if you know good, and you got a good man and a good woman, the worst thing you can do is allow that good man and good woman to see life without them. Because common sense, wisdom says, when you allow a person that is good to see life with you and then see life without you, natural ability is going to put them in a position where they're going to make the best choice. They're going to make the best choice. So yeah, when my brother spent a year, maybe a year and a half without his ex-wife, he wasn't coming back, because you allowed him to see life without you. If you who you say you are, he would have stayed, or he would have came back. But you wasn't. That's why he couldn't go back. And never will he go back. Because you allowed him to see life with you and life without you. See, some of y'all got some sense. You done got free. You don't have to go back. Don't be like Lot's wife. Stop looking back. Some of y'all carry the spirit of Lot's wife. You're always looking back. Well, guess what? You're going to miss out on what's in front of you if you keep looking back. I'm speaking to somebody right now. Let go of that Lot's wife spirit. You're always thinking back to that relationship. You're always thinking back to that pain. You're always thinking back to that no. You're always thinking back to that struggle. You're always thinking back to that relationship that failed, or what somebody said, or what somebody else done to you. God said, if you keep looking back all the time, you're going to miss out on some of the best moments of your life. See, you trip in life looking back, trying to still go forward, because time waits for no man. Some of the biggest blessings can come in your tomorrows, but how can you receive it if you're always looking back? See, some of y'all men and women on this live, y'all got the Lot's wife spirit. You always looking back instead of looking forward. See, I got a move on spirit. If you ain't around me, laying next to me, you ain't under my roof, you are not my priority, baby. You ain't my priority. You are not priority one. Not priority two, and you definitely ain't priority three. See, everybody that's under my roof right now is my responsibility. Mine. I'll protect it. I'll feed it. I'll cover it. I'll pray for it. Yeah. That is my responsibility as being the king of this house at the Pitts residence. Yeah, baby, if you ain't under my roof, you are not my priority. God didn't tell me to handle that. See, y'all got to stop overextending yourselves. Extension cords was designed to be put in an area for special places. Let me tell you how this to be true. And some of y'all know this already for being on my previous lives. The reason why you know extension cords is designed for special situations, because you don't have an extension cord in every socket in your house. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Stop overextending yourself to people. Y'all always checking up on everybody that ain't checking up on you. You're loving on everybody that ain't loving on you. You protecting everybody that ain't protecting you. I ain't protecting not one soul that ain't even thought about protecting me. No, I'm not protecting nobody. Especially if you ain't protecting me. You ain't safe around here. Because you got to match my energy. I'm going to tell y'all, the way to live a healthy life going forward today and beyond. We're going to go to Toy Story, infinity and beyond. Hey, I'm going to tell you, the way you live a healthy, balanced life, deal with people who are spiritually mutuals. Spiritually mutuals. You love, they love. You forgive, they forgive. You got their back, they got your back. You help, they help. They match your energy. Y'all need to deal with people who are spiritually mutuals. It's mutual. Entertain the people that's entertaining you. Love the people that's loving you. Hang with the people that want to hang with you just as much as you want to hang with them. It got to be mutual to create great health and balance. Y'all always overextending yourself, and God said, you know better. God will get you together, baby. I'm going to tell you something. God will get you together. God said, you know better. You know why? Because in your house right now, you do not have an extension cord in every socket of your house. So that means you got common sense. What is God trying to tell you right now? You need to stop overextending yourself to certain people, places, things, family, your mate, your friends, whoever, however. Stop overextending yourself. God said, do what's required. Do what's required. But stop overextending yourself. This is how you end up spiritually bankrupt, insufficient. You overextending yourself to people who never consider to extend or overextend themselves to you. That's why you feel the way you feel. That's why you feel some type of way. You too good. You ain't just good, you too good. Well, the elder said it best. Too much of something ain't good for you. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's certain food. I don't care how you treat somebody. Too much of something ain't good for you. I don't care how healthy the world say it is. Too much of something ain't good for you. God said you ought to know better. You ought to know better. You know why? Because there is not an extension cord in every socket in your house. So why are you overextending yourself? Extension cords were designed for certain special situations in your house. Preferably in your living room. Preferably where your TV that everybody else watch. Preferably in an area where you're using a bunch of electricity. Extension cords were designed to be used for special situations. If it wasn't so, you would have an extension cord in every socket in your house. But the reality is the reason why you don't have an extension cord in every socket in your house, because you understand the extension cord, the responsibilities and the duties of an extension cord. But how you don't understand the extension cord of your life? Why are you overextending yourself to people? Why are you always overly loving people, overly helping people, overly being there for people? This is how you become spiritually insufficient, because you always overextend yourself. Be good, but don't be too good. Do what's required, but don't overextend. People who don't appreciate you will start expecting things, because appreciation turns into expectation. What up, Marnita? What up, Quinn? I see you. I'm going to tell you, appreciation turns into expectations. And this 9 times out of 10, you're dealing with somebody who are taking you for granted. So some of y'all who feel like you ain't being appreciated for what you're doing, all you're doing, it's because you're dealing with somebody that's ungrateful. Because in life, don't nobody owe you nothing, baby. I had to tell a grown woman this the other day. I said, baby, don't nobody owe you nothing. Don't nobody owe you nothing. You better get over yourself. You looking for the world to just hand you anything. Just be grateful. Be thankful of what you have. How can you expect more and you haven't even appreciated what you got? You expect people to do, and you yet to say what you're doing for them. Everybody going through something. Ain't nobody better than nobody. Everybody got problems. Everybody dealing with something. I've came to the conclusion, if you're not going through something, struggling with something, or need to work on something, you ain't alive. You dead. Everybody going through something. Everybody got something they need to work on. Everybody dealing with some type of issue. I'm telling you, if you ain't dealing with none of these three, you ain't alive. You ain't alive. You're not alive. Y'all sit here and juck and jive, man, I'm going to shoot it to you straight. Nah. I'm going to tell you, with divorce, my number one key goal was to protect the children. Even the children that I did not create, because that's what a real man does. That's what a real father does. Protect the children. Because children don't have no say-so in it. It is not fair to children be put in situations where they didn't have a say-so, because they are going to be affected. And they might not say that they are affected, but they are. They are. They are. So I made sure that was the moment in time that I loved like never before. Loved like never before. No matter how things was, no matter how things went left, even if things wasn't right, even if I felt some type of way, I made sure them babies was good. I covered them babies. We prayed every day. I made sure they was good. I made sure they was all right. I covered them babies like a real man should. Covered them babies. Yeah. Took them out to eat, deal, whatever I needed to do to make sure they was good. I made sure they was right. Because children don't have to be here. But once you become grown, you got to own up. You got to show some ownership. And that's another thing. Like I told my client last night, which it was very uncomfortable for her because she was very bold in her mouth until I started giving truth. Because I'm going to tell you something. I said, baby, let me give you some facts. What up, Wendy? I said, let me give you some facts, baby. Anything you buy is your responsibility. Dead silence. Dead silence. Baby, anything you buy is your responsibility. I said, when you say, that's my man, I said, well, take care of that nigga then. Take care of him then. That's yours. You showing ownership when you say mine. See, y'all don't want to play with me. Y'all don't want to have this conversation. You don't want to have no session like that with me because I'm going to shoot it to you straight. Anything you might in this life is your responsibility. Why? Because you're taking ownership. You said that was your man. That's my man. I said, well, take care of that nigga then. Make sure he good. That's my car. I pay for that. Well, clean it then. Go watch. You wash it then. You vacuum it out then. You said it's yours. You taking ownership. You got a lot of energy in your mouth. Mine. That's my house. We'll clean it then. Keep it up. God said anything you mine in your life, you're taking ownership. That means you have a level of responsibility. How you gonna buy something and then ask somebody else to keep it up? You lazy. See, you got a lot of energy in you, but you ain't moving that energy in the right direction. Nah, anything you buy is your responsibility. That's your relationship. Handle that then. There's no way a woman should go uncovered or not protected when she's in a relationship. There's no way a man should be physically, spiritually, sexually malnourished and he's in a relationship. No way. How? See, some of y'all are signing up for long-term agreements, but not fulfilling the obligation. What does a job do? Riddle me this. What does a job do when you sign up for a position, but you're not fulfilling the obligation? Let that marinate in your spirit. Let that cook up. Just let it marinate. What does a job do when you sign up for a position and you do not fulfill the obligation? I'll wait. I don't need no watch to know what time it is. They'll fire you. They'll let you go. So how does the job know what to do? We're business, but you don't know what to do with your life. Come on, speak, God. Speak. How? How is it that your job knows what to do in business? But life is realer than that job. Let me tell you why life is realer than that job. Because jobs come and go. But when you die, you're gone forever. I'll take life more serious than a job. Folk can fire you tomorrow. That badge can still be worn. And they'll have somebody else coming in to replace you. Come on, speak God. How is it that y'all sign up for a situation and not fulfill the obligation? Some people don't respect or wasn't taught covenant and commitment. Some people don't even know what loyalty is if it smacked them dab on the forehead. Some folk just don't know. Some people just weren't raised. Some people just weren't taught. Some people don't know commitment because their daddy and their mama weren't committed to raising them. Their mom and daddy couldn't commit to each other. So they don't know no commitment. They don't know what loyalty is. Their mom and daddy weren't loyal to each other. Then they birth you and push you out into the streets, into the world. So y'all got to understand, just because you a good person don't mean who you dealing with going to be good to you. You got to respect that. You got to understand that. Everybody ain't going to love you the way you love you. Everybody ain't going to love you the way you should. But then there's a point of time when you got to be grown and make a tough decision. Like I did. Grown people, I say this on my lives enough. To be grown, you have to be able to make the tough decisions. Hello. Hello. Because just like my 60-year-old client that I told you in my one, maybe like 30 lives ago, my 60-year-old client, I had to get her together. Love her to pieces. She said, I'm okay, Jeff. You can talk about it. You can talk about it. I said, well, I appreciate it for allowing me to. But I did get her together. I said, baby, just because you got gray hairs, just because you got titties on your chest, breasts on your chest, just because you pay a few bills, just because you done made it to a level of age don't make you grown. And she said, what? I said, that don't make you grown. Grown is what grown does. And you got to be able to do this consistently, collectively, respectfully. See, God is no respect of any person, so neither will I. I said, don't look at me because I'm younger than you. You hired me to help you. To help you. I said, grown. See, some of y'all grown from the exterior. But from the inside, you got a spirit of a 15-year-old. Look how you operate. Look how you respond. Look how you move. Look how you quick to get mad all the time when you hear something you don't like. Look at your lack of discipline. Where's your maturity at? Where's your character? All I know is to be a man about the situation. Move to a level of excellency. Have some pizzazz about myself. That's all I know because I was taught. I was raised. I've experienced. I've learned. I seek development. I spend enough time with myself to get to know who I am and know what I need. I ain't standing no mess. I'm too blessed to stay in mess. See, I'm going to tell you, once you taste a high level of blessing, you can never accept anything less. And the moment things go low, then you like, oh, you got to go. The moment things go low, you got to go. The moment things go low, you got to go. I've experienced the promise. I've experienced doors, miracles, things of mine can't even fathom, things I didn't even ask for. I experienced. How can you serve the best and settle for less? Come on, speak, God. How can you serve the best and settle for less? Your value is contingent upon what you allow and what you accept. Some might say, oh, Jeff, you come off very firm. Oh, Jeff, you come off a bit hard and harsh. Oh, Jeff, you come off a bit cold. I said, well, you need that in your life then too. Because before I ever let somebody try to play me, waste my time, put me in a bad position, allow my children to be affected in some type of way, before I let anything go down that I done built up single-handedly, you got to let it go, baby. To be grown, you got to be able to make the tough decisions. Just like I told that 6-year-old woman, I said, baby, your gray hairs, beautiful 6-year-old woman, your gray hairs, your breasts on your chest, you paying a few bills all these years, don't make you grown. Grown is what grown does consistently. And to be grown, you got to be able to make the tough decisions. And everybody don't want to make the tough decisions. But that proves that you're grown. But then you make that decision and you stand on it. What up, Tay? You stand on it. You make a decision, you stand on it. I stood on mine because that's what men do. That's what real men do. That's what real women do. They stand on it. They stand on it. See, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it a buck. See, folk on sugarcoat, folk on do this down there. Man, I can't be fake, y'all. I can't, man, I've never been a person that tried to fake it to make it or try to keep up an image. I can't do it, y'all. It's something about it that just don't, it tingles. It just, oh man, right here in my chest and in my stomach, it don't sit well with me. It don't sit well. I just can't fake it. I can't lie. If I'm wrong, I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to right my wrongs. I'm going to stand on it. But when I'm right, baby, I'm going to fight. I'm going to take my name. Yeah. Divorce. Divorce. If you got children in a divorce, protect your children first. They're most important. Their mental stability is more important. Their spirit needs to be covered. Even if it looks like they're okay, check up on them anyway. I said, even if it looks like everything is okay, I don't care if it's a marriage or a relationship, even if it looks like it's okay, check on them anyway. Check on them anyway. Because they are affected. Energy is the only thing that cannot be destroyed, but yet transferred. So if you are going through and you created your children, they are tied to you. They can feel what you feel. They're going through just like you going through. They're experiencing this just like you experiencing this. They hurt because they see you hurt. They hurt because of what's going on. Check up on your children first. I will advise you, secondly, to check up on you. Reason why this is so important? Because you checking up on you, you got to be with you all your life. See, I know I couldn't be a great father if I didn't take care of myself. So I made sure I was in a good headspace. I made peace with certain situations. I prayed about it and I let it go. I made peace with it and I let it go. I case a ride, I let it ride. I let the BS ride. See, I could have argued, bickered, and did all this stuff. No. That's wasted energy, wasted time, wasted focus. What am I going to get out of it? Nah. I channeled my energy. I got my butt in the gym. I surrounded myself around people who I know love me. I only went while I was elevated, celebrated, motivated, and loved. Yeah. That's what you do when you're going through getting out of a tough relationship or a marriage. Yeah. You stabilize your prayer life because it ain't always easy. You accept the fact that nothing lasts forever. And here's why. Like I told my neighbor, I gave him the realest truth I could have gave him about marriage. I said, brother, you got to put your big boy boxes on. I'm going to give you some truth. Brother. I said, death or divorce. He said, what? I said, death or divorce. He said, bro, you're going to have to break it down for me, bro. You're going to have to break it down. You're going to have to elaborate. I said, you are either going to die loving that woman or you're going to divorce that woman because nothing lasts forever. He said, looked at me, he was like, ooh. Ooh. I said, yeah, let that marinate, brother. Nothing lasts forever. Death or divorce. I said, you're either going to die with that woman, loving that woman, or you're going to divorce that woman. Yeah. Yeah, death or divorce. It's like, bro, that's deep, but it's true. It's real. Nothing lasts forever. But what God wants to teach us and train us is to appreciate what we have before it becomes something you had. It becomes something that you had because you didn't appreciate it when you had it. When you had it all to yourself, you didn't know what to do with it. And let's just address the fact too. Some people are something other people never had. Come on, speak, God. How can you love, manage, take care, keep up something you never had? Come on, speak, God. Speak. Speak. What up, Tease? What up, Tease? Speak. How can you manage, love, keep up, invest in something you never had? See, what y'all coming to find out in 2022, looking back at your life, you are something your ex never had. See, some of y'all expectations were too high because on the application, some of the people that you dealt with was not qualified for you. Come on, speak, God. They didn't deserve you. They wasn't qualified for you. Because people can't manage something they never had. And if they are a genuine person who wants to work or a genuine person who truly loves, they are going to work on the relationship just to get to that point. How can somebody manage something that they never had? If they rap sheet or they pass a test to a bunch of nincompoops, niggas who done dogged them, women who done hold them, did everything under the sun, and then they meet some knight in shining armor. They meet some good woman. How can they keep up with you? You're running circles around them. They ain't never had you. How can somebody manage, love, keep up something they never had? Speak, God. Speak. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The women that I have dealt with can't even attest that they've been with a man like me. And that's the God having truth. I ain't trying to toot my horn. I ain't trying to make myself feel like I'm this amazing man and all this, that, and the third, but I'm going to keep it real with you. The women that I have been with, I'm something they never had. That's why they in my past. Because when they had me, they didn't know what to do with me. But then when they got away from me, they realized who I was. But then they wanted to retract or come back. Because people can't manage something they never had if they ain't taught or if they ain't qualified. Some of y'all are finding out with friends, families, and mates that you are something that they never had. And that's why they function the way they function. That's why they try to treat you the way they treat you, because you're something that they never had. Some of these people are more accustomed to dysfunction than actually good situations. And it's very unfortunate. This is why a lot of folk need therapy. This is why folk need help, because they are more accustomed to abuse. Come on, speak, God. They hit my spirit. They're more accustomed to pain. Come on. They're more accustomed to somebody, a nigga hitting them upside their head and you taking it and saying that it's love. Come on. They're more accustomed to a man dogging them and cheating on them. Come on. They're more accustomed to a nigga putting his dick on his head instead of actually investing in them. Come on, talk about it. See, it's easy for a man to lay. It's easy for a man to sex. But will he invest? That is the question. Come on, speak, God. It's easy for a man to sex, baby. You spread your legs, he there. He all up in that. He all up in there. It's easy for a man to sex. But the true value of you is when a man truly invest. Come on, speak, God. It's so easy to have sex, baby. But that don't mean that man love you. That don't mean that man gonna invest in you. It's easy for a nigga to put his penis on your forehead. It's easy for a man to dick you down. It's easy, baby. It's easy. All you gotta do is spread your legs. All you gotta do is put your head down. He put it on your forehead. But will he invest? Do he love you and your children? Do he see y'all as a package deal? See, it's easy to sex. But can you find a man to invest? They fall between the two, baby. They fall between the two. Yeah, yeah. Y'all are somebody that they never had. And that's why they didn't know what to do with you. Because they are more accustomed to a man or a woman cheating on them. They're more accustomed to a man or a woman abusing them or manipulating them. They're more accustomed to dysfunction versus somebody like you. That's why they didn't appreciate you. That's why they didn't do right by you. That's why they didn't have your back. That's why the relationship ended. You were somebody that they never had. So they didn't know what to do with this. I said what I said. You can't put a man next to me and compare. That's the God-having truth. The reason why, because if we're going off statistics, facts, and data, yeah, you can't put a man next to me. I'll run circles around that nigga. Because of what I do and what I bring to the table and what's already been confirmed and done, that's proven. It's proven. I did it this relationship. I did it the past relationship. That's just who I am. I take pride in being a man. Make my chest poke out. Makes me feel good. I'm just glad. I just thank God that I came out a male, a boy that became a man. It just feels good. Oh man, like it just, my mannerisms, I just feel so good to be a man. So I took the situation and I just became a man about it. Now my ex-wife, we're cordial. We're not cool. What is cool? I'm a grown man. We're not cool. We're cordial. Cordial. Co-parents. For the sake of that a beautiful daughter, that beautiful little girl. It reminds me of Habaz, or some people know him as Jabaz in the Bible. Jabaz was born from pain. He was born from pain. The pain of his mother. Jabaz was born from a bad situation. Somebody so amazing came from a bad situation. That's how I look at my daughter. She innocent, loving, love you to pieces. Know how to take your frown and take it from you and give you a smile. She's so innocent and pure that type of love needs to be protected. She'll come to you and say, Daddy, I love you. And I love my mama too. And I said, baby, I wouldn't have it no other way. I wouldn't have it no other way. Daddy, you my best friend. And my mama my best friend too. I said, baby, I wouldn't have it no other way. Daddy, I want to be with you and I want to be with my mama. I said, I wouldn't have it no other way. That girl is pure, innocent, and will put a love on you that will bring tears out your eyes. Just like Jabaz, she came from pain. She came from pain. Because when you have unaddressed issues, prior to getting into a relationship, it will address your relationship. Take notes. If you have unaddressed issues, your issues will become permanently resting at your address. Take notes. So all God is saying with life, if you don't address you, I'm going to address where you at. Who you doing? Who you with? I'm going to address your whole organization. Life will begin to crumble. It's going to crumble, y'all, eventually, until you deal with you. And here's the thing. Some people say, well, I'm just going to move. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop doing that. Until you address you, nothing's going to change. So you got to address self. Because I had a homegirl say, well, life ain't so great here. Life, I said, but you got some personal issues, baby. She said, well, I'm just thinking I'll just move to another city. Maybe I'll move to Atlanta. I said, all you're doing is taking you with you. I said, so you jacked up over here and you're going to be jacked up over there. I said, until you address you, ain't nothing going to change. You got to address you, your issues. You trying to run from the problem following you, and you not only being damaged over here, but you're going to be damaged over there too. Until you address you. You carrying that spirit with you everywhere you go. You wonder why you feel the way you feel. You wonder why you're going through what you're going through. Because you're addressing everything but self. And ain't nothing going to get better for you. But I'm going to tell you with divorce, I made sure them children were good. I made sure I was good. And number 3, protect my assets. Protect my assets. The things that I've accumulated, worked hard for, bought individually before I met that individual. Protect my assets. It ain't nothing personal, it's just business. It's just business. Protect your children. Protect you. Make sure you good. Make sure you in a good headspace. And protect your assets. If you have some. Because I'm going to tell you, divorces can get ugly when people want to take something from you. Especially if they want to take something from you that they did not buy, or something that they did not gain, or something you did not get together. It can get ugly. It can get real ugly. Yeah. Protect your assets. That was my only concern. My children, me, and my assets. Because I work hard for everything I've got. God has blessed me very well. Very well. And everything I built up, I'm not going to allow nobody to tear it down. No, I worked too hard. I made a lot of sacrifices. I put in the work, the time, the effort. So I'm not going to let not a soul tear down what God helped build up. No. So when you're going through a divorce, protect your children, protect you, and protect your assets. Because some people can be very evil and fight you over your stuff. Stuff that you gained or got before them. They can. And it can get real nasty. It can get real ugly. But see, like I said, we cordial, man. I respect life. And I'm going to tell you why we cordial. Because I'm a mature man. That's the only reason why we cordial. Because if it was left up to her or anybody else, we wouldn't be. We can say that I'm the oldest, which I am older than her. Yeah, I am older than her. But for a few years. But I'm all man. And I take pride in being a man. I ain't perfect. Now in the marriage, could there be some things that I could have worked on? Yes. Absolutely. No marriage is perfect. But, for who I am and what I brought to the table and what I've done, I should have been treated better. I should have been appreciated a lot more. It should have been better appreciation. I mean, when somebody can love you when you at your lowest and help you get up, come up. Like, now here's the thing. Now I look at all my clients. I look at even the people that's in my messenger. I look at the people that in the past that I've helped change their lives, helped put them in great positions in life. Now, if I can do that for strangers, friends, and clients, come on, baby. What more could I do for the woman I lay next to? Come on now. Now, the woman gonna get the cream of the crop. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. If I can help the world, everybody up on the roof gonna get the best. They're gonna get the best of the best. See, this is the difference between an asset and a liability. And I love that woman when she was down, man. I loved her when she was down, man. Helped her come up, bruh. Dang. I loved her when she was down. The type of love that can build a person up. You see it? I loved her when she was down, man. Even when things went left, I still showed my character was proven and performed. Everybody ain't gonna tell it. Ain't nobody gonna tell it like it is, man. Everybody gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna tell you something about family. Not even my own family. I don't deal with family members who try to protect and cover BS. I don't deal with family members who go along with other people's wrong. Because those type of people will go along with these people's wrong until that person wronged them and now they want to come align themselves with you, man. Come on. Stop. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. See, it was okay for them to do wrong when they was doing wrong to other people. It's okay for folk to do wrong when they was doing wrong to me. But when they start doing wrong to you, now you want to, oh, look what they've done to me. No. No, baby. You got to stand on your square. You got to stand on your square. Man. Like, I can't fake it, man. Nah, man, I ain't faking it for nobody. Man, she can get mad. Anybody, they can get mad. Family can get mad, but I'm a straight shooter. I don't live for other people. I don't live for social media. I don't live for the opinions of other people. No, y'all got to stop caring so much and stop living. You got to become free. Get the shackles off your mind and your heart and live. You only can live for you. Nobody else can live for you. Folk outside of you only can support you, but they cannot live for you. You're going to have to get to a point. You have to gain some courage. You're going to have to mature and say, you know what? I got to do this for me. I got to live for me. I can't live for nobody else. I can't be caring about what everybody else say, what everybody else think. I was not appreciated for who I am, what I done, what I brought to the table, the sacrifices I made. I was not appreciated. You gotta know how to treat people. It's not fair. It's not right. I wouldn't treat a dog that way. That's loyal to me. And everybody know a dog is a man's best friend. I wasn't appreciated. I didn't expect that. I didn't appreciate that. But I'm not mad. I wish her well. I bid her Godspeed. I done paid my dues. I don't owe her nothing. Because I done gave all I can give. So I sit there and I just sit back and I'm like, all right, bid you Godspeed. It's a part of my story. It's a part of my journey. It is what it is. That's the mother of my beautiful baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's life. But see, what makes it easier for me, because I respect life and know the truth about life. I know the truth about life. Life is where there's a beginning, there's an end. There's an end, y'all. There's an end. You're either gonna die or the relationship gonna die. There's an end. It's okay. It's okay. I told you I put myself to the front of the congregation. I'm here to help you get through with what you've been through, what you're going through. It's okay. I'm good. I'm good. God has blessed me to be able to overcome and not be overtaken by the snares and trials and tribulations that's been thrown at me. I'm battle tested. And as me and my brothers always say, we're built for this. See, you got to go through pain to get some strength, baby. You got to go through the struggle to gain that wisdom, baby. You got to go low to be able to know what high feels like. To feel complete, one has to experience being broken. Come on, speak, God. To even know what joy tastes like, you got to feel weary, or you got to have the taste of sorrow. So you don't know until your life is calling you to grow. Experience some things that put you in some very uncomfortable situations. Yeah, man. Hey. Yeah. I went through this. I was in timeout for a year. Timeout for a year. Because in North Carolina, you got to be separated for a year. I sat in my little timeout and I went to work. Focus on my kids. Focus on my health, my mind, my peace. Got in the gym. Well, I was already in the gym, but I was consistent. Stabilized my prayer life. You know what I'm saying? Align myself with good people, good quality people. Go where I'm elevated, motivated, celebrating love. I just did not appreciate how I was treated. Some folk, folk can be messy all they want to, but you ain't doing nothing but blocking your blessing. I rebuke. You ain't doing no blocking your blessing. You can say, you can be a chatty patty, you can mix, you can do whatever you gotta do. But you gotta live in your truth, baby. You gotta live in your truth. I didn't appreciate it. But it's life. I already forgave her. It's life. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. I'm not gonna sit here and fake it. That's what I can't do. I ain't gonna sit here and act like everything Gucci. But here's why. Here's why I can't sit like that. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, I'll be a no good nigga. I'll be trash. I'm just like the last nigga. I'm just like every other nigga that everybody talk about that ain't no good. You see how tables turn? Oh, here's the thing. Here's one of the things that was asked to me or said to me during this process. What you do? Who you cheated with? I said, well, God, dog. That's how y'all do every black man? That's how y'all do every black man. Oh, he must have cheated. Oh, he must be entertaining somebody. She must have found something. That is a lie. That is a bald-faced, bald-headed, no-edge lie. Because I'm loyal from the soil I come from. See, one thing about me, if I know I'm not going to be faithful, I'm going to be single. I ain't gonna sign up for no situation where I ain't gonna be all in. I'm different. I'm either all in or I'm all out. If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I love you, I love you. If I got your back, I got your back. If you my family, you my family. If you my friend, we like Chucky. You my friend to the end. If you my mate, I love you. I hold you down just so you can come up. I was like, God, don't y'all do that to a black man? Jeff, what you do? What you mean what I do? Jeff, did you cheat? Dang. Like, every black man don't cheat. All black men, there are some faithful men out here. Let's just set the record straight, queens. There are some faithful men and women out here. Everybody ain't bad. But particularly talking about the black man, all black men don't cheat. And all relationships don't end because a black man cheated. That was a slap in my face that I had to deal with all year. Folk question, did I cheat? That's the reason why we not together. Nigga, I ain't cheat. I spend too much time with my kids to be cheating, jumping around, doing this, that, and the third. I work too hard. And one thing folk know about me, and she'll tell you the same, I ain't gonna block my blessings. If I ain't gonna be faithful to a relationship, I'm gonna get out of it. See, man, this is what grown people do. A grown man and woman, if they know they're gonna cheat, they'll excuse themselves from the relationship. Why y'all gotta piss on somebody's heart and then leave? Break their heart. Why you gotta leave damaging people? If you know you gonna cheat, why not leave? Why not separate yourself? Why you gotta do the damage and then decide you wanna go? Why you gotta hurt somebody and then remove yourself from the situation? That lets me know you immature. You immature for getting in a situation knowing that you weren't gonna maintain it. You immature for being in a relationship knowing you weren't gonna be loyal, knowing you weren't gonna be consistent. See, these all come from raising, y'all. If a man or woman ain't loyal, their mom and daddy wasn't loyal to them, because children learn by what they see, not what you say. Tell me I'm lying. Children learn by what they see, not what you say. Because they're very inquisitive. They're very curious. Children learn by what they see. So when a man grows up, when a woman grows up and they cannot properly be loyal, or they don't understand covenant or commitment, you got to question their raising. You got to question their raising, because where does these behaviors come from? See, I do this. I might not know how to fly no plane. I might not know how to drive no tractor trailer, but I do this. I can do this. It's my God-given ability. Who raised you? Who your mama them? Who your daddy them? What are they struggling with right now? What are they doing right now? Because these are long-term effects. These are generational curses. A curse with a curse. Then you birth and push another curse out into the street to damage other people. These are behaviors, and where do they come from? They came from somewhere. It just didn't pop up. It came from somewhere. So when people can't be loyal, maybe your mama wasn't loyal to you. Maybe your daddy wasn't loyal to you. But I'm going to tell you something. Behaviors come from somewhere. And 9 times out of 10, it comes from your raising. It comes from your raising. See, I got to keep it real with you and shoot it to you straight. How you respond, how you react, how you operate. A lot of these behaviors came because that's what you saw. Because children learn from what they see, not what you say. Yeah. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate that from people, man. I was like, man, that's a slap in my face, man. I felt like that was disrespectful. I said, man, y'all know me better than that. I said, nah, man, I ain't out here slanging dick. I ain't out here cheating. I ain't out here entertaining all women. I see, How can you build a relationship focusing on outside people? Come on, talk about it. It's Hot Topic Thursday. How can you build a relationship focusing on outside individuals? You wonder why your relationship sucks? Because you're focusing on everything but your relationship. See, it's real man activity over here. I'm very consistent. Facts. These are facts. Oh, what you do? Oh, you must achieve it. Who you was entertaining? Who you was messing with? Dang, that's how you feel. That's how you gonna do this, black man. I'm a quality black man. You can't put me out there in the street and compare. There are some men like me, but you ain't gonna find them easily. If that was the case, everybody would be in a healthy, great relationship. Divorce rate wouldn't be so high. But it was a slap in my face and I didn't appreciate that. Those of you, you know who you are. You know who you are. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate that. Because automatically you just felt that this black man was the problem or the issue. You automatically thought that I did something wrong, which I didn't. You got to set the record straight. See, the Bible says that your name is precious like rubies and gold. You better protect your name. Your name can take you further than your money can. Your name can take you further than your money can. A good name can take you far. So those of you, when somebody says something negative about you, when somebody puts smut on your name, protect it, correct it, shoot it, put it out there straight, do it right. Because these type of notions or lies that go out can mess up your business. Folk can move a certain type of way because of certain lies. Y'all see it in the media. Y'all see it with celebrities. Certain lies go out. That's why they sue people for this. When you start putting out lies, things that's not factual, you'll get sued. No, you can't. No, you can't put that out there on my name. My name has great value. I'll tell my children every day, you hustling for your last name. It's energy in that name. It's strength in that last name. Tap into it. You represent me. I said, when you get up, walk off that porch, you represent me. You represent us. You represent God. Everything I've instilled in you. So you better go to that schoolhouse with some dignity. You better go to that schoolhouse with your chin up. You better walk up and down them halls with pride. Blessed assurance. Because your alignment. I said, no, you different. You ain't like everybody else. You ain't no follower. You a leader. Yeah, you a leader. You set the tone. You set the standards. You ain't like them other kids. You're special. I'm drilling in their mind. It's tattooed to their mind, heart, body, so that's all they know. I'm very repetitive. Oh, man, no. What up, Phil? No, man, no. You can't put no smut on my name, man. No, man, I ain't faking it with nobody. No. If you don't like what I got to say, like I always advise you, step out the class. But this is a real live. Like all my other lives, and I don't know why you thought I was going to shoot it any different. I don't know why I thought I was going to sugarcoat it in any type of way. No. Do right by people, y'all. If somebody do right by you, somebody got your back, somebody help you, somebody be there for you, do right by them. Do right by them because you block your blessings long-term wise. You'll block your blessings long-term wise. And you might not never get another opportunity going forward because God ain't just giving away good men nor good women. Because you didn't take care of what you have, it became something you had. That's life. Me coming up, I'm able to tell it to you because I experienced it. I done had a few things. And I had it, but I didn't appreciate it. And baby, when it left, I saw the value in it, but I couldn't get it no more. And God taught me a lesson. Appreciate what I give you. Because anything that's God-given or God sent that goes unappreciated. The Lord giveth and the Lord show enough to take that thing away. And you'll be sitting back in your life wishing you had that. That's why I say treat good people right. Do right by. You got a woman that love you and got your back. Love her back. Take care of her. Be loyal to her. You're going to get blessed by operating in the mutuals. Making a mutual agreement. Loving her, she loving you. Protecting her, she protecting you. You got her back, she got your back. Take care of your blessing. Yeah, because I went through it. I had something nice. And I lost it. And I couldn't get it back. Taught me a valuable lesson when I was a teenager. Take care of what you got. Because what you have can become something you had. Because of your lack of gratitude and appreciation. Because, baby, if God gave it to you, come on, speak, God. If God gave it to you, if it was God sent and it goes unappreciated, the Lord giveth and He gonna take it away, baby. You're gonna lose it. It's gonna hurt you because you're gonna want it back and you're gonna see the need in what you had, but now you can't have it no more. Yeah. Don't do it. Don't be no fool. You ain't got to go to school to be no fool. You ain't got to go to school to get that dummy certificate. Don't be no fool. Take care of what you have. You got you a good woman. Hold on to her. Hey, like I told my cousin, hey, you and your wife, y'all been together forever. I said, boy, ain't nothing out there. I said, no, cuz I know I can be very sarcastic. I know I can make you laugh, but look me in my eye. I'm telling you, cuz I love you. Ain't nothing out there, cuz. I don't care how sparkle it look. I don't care how round it look. I don't care how it smells. I don't care how the hell look. Ain't nothing out there, cuz. I said, that's the best advice I can give you. I said, listen to me, man. I love you. I'm going to give it to you raw and real, boy. I said, listen to me. Listen to me. Ain't nothing out there. I said, the best thing you and your wife can do is hold on to each other tight. That's the best thing you can do right now. She love you, you love her. The best thing you can do is hold on to each other tight. I said, this world gonna get worse. And you're gonna need somebody in your corner that got your back. That's riding for you without a shadow of a doubt. I said, I don't care how I smell. I don't care what she say, what it do. I don't care what she shake. It ain't it, cuz. It ain't it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth losing all of this just for that. For that is temporal. This over here is longevity, legacy, purpose. My cousin can attest to this. I said, boy, when you make an honest woman out of her, blessings gonna fall like never before. He'll tell you. I said it to him. I looked him in the eye. I said, boy, when you marry this woman, blessings gonna fall like never before. I told him. I said, boy, you're gonna buy a house. You're gonna get a promotion on your job. I said, you're gonna be blessed even more abundantly, financially. I said, nothing but increase. He came back to me after his wedding. God didn't wait, not even 30 to maybe 45 days. Cuz came back to me and he gave me the great news. And I said, I knew God was going to do it. I knew he was going to do it, brother. I felt it. I had chills going all up my body. I said, I felt it when I said it. I said, I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to work it out for you, cuz. He said, man, I got a promotion. He said, man, I'm about to buy a house. He said, man, it seemed like I got me a new car. He said, it seemed like blessings coming from every direction. He said, I remember what you said, cuz I had to call you and tell you. Cuz. I said, I knew it, cuz I felt it. I said, when you make an honest woman out of your wife and settle down, means settle down. Life gonna change. Blessings gonna fall, baby. God gonna bless you for moving and just growing up and being a man. I said, sometimes in life, cuz, you just gotta step up and be a man. Be a man about it. Not just for your wife, but for your son. Your son and your son's sons. They need something to look at. I'm like this because of my son. I got one son. He looks at me every day. I got to give him something to look up to. I can't be out here with this woman, that woman, run the street, this, that. I'm representing him. I'm influencing him. I can't move like everybody else. Children learn by what they see, not by what you say. I'm representing my son, showing him who and how he needs to be. So he can never say he didn't have an example. He can never say that he didn't know what to do and how to do it. He watched me. You think your kids ain't watching you? They watch you every day. You think your children don't know? They know when you hurt. You think your children don't know what's going on? They know everything. They just don't talk about it. They know. Children ain't stupid. They more advanced than you are. They was born in technology. My 3-year-old can dang now run everything in this house because she been watching me and her brother and her sisters. And she's only 3. So don't think for once that your children don't know. They know. That's why every week, me and my brothers have a conference call where we pray together, we read scripture together, we talk about life, we give each other advice, we talk about investments, we talk about financial stability, we talk about anything we need to talk about that's going to propel the family. And once a week, me and my children have family night, either on Tuesdays or Thursdays, where I cook, we play games, and we talk about life. Anything you want to talk about, nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits. We talk about anything and everything. I said, if you're going to get it from anywhere, you're going to get it from here. Because charity starts at home. And I don't want you to get some false teacher out there in the streets and somebody lead you wrong. They tell you a lie and you make a poor choice that ruins your life. The grave is full. The jail is full. Them streets is full of homeless people. So I need you to listen and I need you to hearken. So if you're going to get something, you're going to get it right here. So let's talk about it. Because I got teenagers. I got teenagers. My daughter, I don't want to put her business out there like that, but you know, she's maturing. My daughter, my baby girl, big mama, I'm telling you, that's my heart. I'm telling you. I love all my kids the same, but I'm telling you, she's maturing. She's growing up. And this year, she'll be 13. But she's already developing. So, you know, it's just something that, you know, I gotta, you know, I'm dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know, like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. When she had her first period, man, I'm telling you, man, it was like, oh, it just hit me. She didn't go on her cycle. The little red truck didn't go into the garage when she was with her mother. The little red truck went in the garage when she was with her father. I'm like, you know, my baby's growing up. I'm sitting there as a father. I take care of my children full time. I ain't missed a doctor's appointment. I ain't missed a dentist appointment. I take care of my children full time. I done put in the work. I done made the sacrifices. I didn't buy this big old house because that's what I wanted or I wanted to be seen and be heard. This is what my children asked for. Daddy, I want a place to call home. Big mama said, Daddy, give me a house with some steps. Jalen said, hey, Daddy, give me a room that's good enough size. We want a place to call home, Daddy. And I said, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Okay, that's what y'all want? That's what Daddy going to do. And that's what Daddy did. All my life, with my mother and my brothers, we know stability. All my life. My mother didn't drag us from pillar to post. We wasn't moving every 6 months. My mama taught us stability. And to be stable, you got to be able to make sacrifices. You got to put more quality in your decisions and choices. Because when you start having children, it is not always about you anymore. It's about them too. Because what affects you affects them. Them children said, Daddy, this is what we want. If we can request anything from you, Daddy, we need a place to call home. Daddy, I'm going to tell you what I want. Big Mama, because she's bossy. She about to turn 13. She about to become a teenager. Lord knows, when she had her first cycle, I was just like, oh, Lord. Okay, my baby growing up. I said, my baby growing up. Lord Jesus, hey, my baby growing up. I said, man, I remember, baby, you was just like yay high. She was yay high. And now she's in the nails and getting her hair done, and her body is developing. And I'm just like, oh, my baby. These kids gonna always be my baby. In my eyes, they're gonna always be my baby. Hey, look, they're gonna always be my baby. I'm gonna protect them till the day I die. I'm gonna cover my children. I'm gonna cover my children, pray for my children. We pray together. Yeah. We have family night once a week. If my schedule wasn't so crazy, we'd do it 2 times a week. But we're going to get that time in where I cook or I order some food. We're going to play some games and we're going to talk. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about what's on your mind. We're going to talk about what's on your heart. We're going to talk about what you need. We're going to talk about what you're curious about, what you're anxious about, what the kids talking about at school. We're going to talk about everything. This is an open platform. No judgment. Yeah. Because if you're going to get anything, you're going to get it from your father, because your father going to give it to you real. Your father going to give it to you right. Yeah. Charity starts at home. The first teacher ain't in the schoolhouse. The first teacher is at home. Scripture says charity starts at home. So everything your children learn needs to be in-house, not out-house. Somebody could be telling them something wrong, so you're going to get it right here. And so as I did to the ones I made, I did it to the ones I didn't. I did it to the ones I didn't. I had a few children that I done influenced and a few children I done raised. That's in college right now, making straight A's. I do this. I put in the work. I done paid my dues. I done did what I had to do. I don't owe a nigga nothing. I done made the sacrifices. You can't, no. I ain't perfect, but I ain't sorry. I ain't no good. I ain't sorry, and I ain't no good, no good man. No, that ain't something you ever gonna be able to say. Cause I stand on it. I stand on being who I am. So when it comes to divorce, you gotta push past pain. When it comes to getting out of a bad relationship, you gotta live in your truth. Here's why you gotta live in your truth. Because as long as you don't live in your truth, you'll never be set free. The elders, they knew what they was talking about when they said the truth set you free. So if I did something wrong, if I was cheating, if I was doing something that warrant a breakup, I would stand on it. Folk could ask me, Jeff, man, what did you do? And I'd be like, yeah, I did it. Dang, bro. That's what my brothers would have said. That's what my homeboys would have said. They were like, dang, bro, what you gonna do to try to get her back? You gonna try to get her back? I'm telling you, I'm telling you, my people would have said, like, bro, you did this, bro, do what you gotta do to get her back, bro. Like, if I would have did something wrong, bro, I'm telling you, they'd be like, bro, man, you know that wasn't right, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to get her back. But that ain't the case. Every black man don't cheat. When I'm into you, I'm into you, baby. When I'm with a woman, all I see is tunnel vision. I don't see, man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't even know another woman is alive when I'm in a relationship. I got eyes like the next person, but I see you, but I don't see you. If that makes any sense. I'm not attracted to another woman when I'm attracted to you. I'm different. I'm tunnel vision. If I sign up for a relationship, and Lord knows if I sign up for a marriage, I'm all in. Let me tell you something. People are easily to walk away from a situation where they wasn't totally invested. I said, people can easily walk away from a situation where they are not totally invested. Write that down. Yeah. People can easily walk away from a situation where they are not totally invested. Because when you invested, baby, when you love somebody, baby, it's hard to leave. Y'all know some of y'all on here, some true lovers. You some true lovers. You can't easily walk away from a place or position where you are invested or you truly love. Truly love. Love ain't something you can just cut off and on. Love ain't something you can just jump in and jump out. Even the court system won't even let you get a divorce at 7 a.m. and then you get married at 7 a.m. then get a divorce at 7 p.m. It ain't even easy to go in a relationship and get out of legally, let alone you trying to cut off on and off this heart. On and off this heart. No. It's not easy. If you're able to easily walk away from a relationship and you say you love them and you say you invested, that is a lie. You was not loving them and you was not invested. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. That is a lie. Oh, the worst lie you could tell is the one you tell yourself, because it should not be easy. If you are investing and if you truly love, it is not easy to walk away from a man or easy to walk away from a woman. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Hello. Hello. So I'm telling y'all, to get over a relationship, man, surround yourself with good, positive people, good quality people. Not people who just want to be in your business. Protect your assets. Oh, boy. The enemy got mad at this one. The enemy got mad at this live. Every time, now all of a sudden, the internet is trying to connect. Yeah, whatever. But I'm going to tell you something. You only got one life to live. Some might say, Jeff, how are you able to move forward? Yeah, I respect life. Don't nothing last forever. Don't nothing last forever. But if you got something good, enjoy it. My best advice is to enjoy it and appreciate it. Why? Why is this important? Because it'll last longer. It'll last longer, but it ain't going to be there forever. Ask Wachovia. Where's Wachovia at? It's gone. Ask KB Toys. Where's KB Toys at? It's gone. Ask Blockbuster. Where's Blockbuster at? It's gone. You charlatans. Ask Isla Mall. Where's Isla Mall? It's gone. See, when we was going to Isla Mall, we never thought that Isla Mall could be closed. We never thought that Isla Mall would be shut down, or you would drive down on Central Avenue and it wouldn't be there. Central Avenue and Sharon Emily. We never thought that we would drive past there and won't see Isla Mall no more. But guess what, baby? It's gone. It's gone. Nothing lasts forever. But all God wants to teach us is, if you got something good, if you got something great, appreciate it. Enjoy it while you got it, because it ain't going to last forever. Even in relationships, if you with somebody that's good and y'all loving each other, one of y'all going to go before the other one. One of y'all going to die before the other one. That's just the facts of life. But the real question is it worth dying with them or dying or living without them? That is the question. Ask yourself, is it worth dying with them or living without them? It's called death or divorce. When it comes to a relationship, you're either going to die loving them or you're going to divorce, meaning you don't want to be with them anymore. Yeah. I had to teach my neighbor that, man. Give him some enlightenment. Open up the windows of his mind. Make him think, so he can really figure out what he want to do with the rest of his life and make some great decisions. Yeah, man, when you're going through a divorce, man, hey, look, don't sit in pain. Don't suffer in silence. I know some people who do that too. They suffer in silence. I'm all right. I'm good. Nigga, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Man, let's go out to eat. Let's go out to eat. Let's go walk and talk. See, one thing about me, I'm not going to let my friends, I wouldn't let my mate, I want to let my family. See, you can't be around me and be down. You can't be around me and be hurt. Because when you hurt, I react. You all right? You good? You okay? I'm gonna check up on everybody. Know who I am. No, man. You before you sit around me crying, you'll be laughing. You need to go to Sam Club and get you some adult diapers because you've been pissed on yourself from laughing so much. Because I'm a goofball. I'm a goofball. But I will never let my friends, family, or even my mate sit around sad, hurt, depressed, and I don't do something about it. Never, never. Folk know me. Never, never could I, never would I. You can't sit around me and be depressed, sad, and hurt. I'm going to tell you something. Don't stay in a relationship, man, that ain't healthy. Don't stay in a relationship where you ain't appreciated. Don't stay in a relationship where there ain't no communication. Don't stay in a relationship where there ain't consistent in business and, just levels of consistency that's going to benefit your relationship in a way where it grows. No, in a way where it grows. Yeah. Don't stay in a relationship where it ain't growing. Because then it's going to start showing. Now you like, dang, I done been with this person. This ain't working. That ain't working. This falling apart. No, that's you. It's you. You stand in a position where you can't grow. You're dealing with bad soil. Because ain't nothing growing from this situation. Y'all ain't going in no healthy direction. There ain't levels of increase. I always ask my clients, after all you said about your relationship, how you feel right now? Because how you feel gonna really determine whether or not you should leave or whether you should stay. Because after all you done experienced, you should be able to come to a conclusion to make a tough decision. Should you stay or should you go? And can't nobody make this. I'm going to tell you something like my clients tell you. I never make a decision for my clients. Married, in a relationship, baby daddy, baby mama, I never made a decision for them. But what I've done was laid all the cards on the table and allowed you to use your common sense. Does this look like something you should be dealing with? After everything you done told me, after all the cards on the table, do this look like something you should be dealing with? Where's your common sense? You're going to have to make the decision for yourself. No, man. Hey, I hope this live will inspire y'all in some type of way. Those you dealing, struggling with a bad relationship, come on out. Come on out. Don't stay in the wasteland. That ain't God's plan. I said don't stay in no wasteland. That ain't God's plan. God ain't want to put you, God ain't say be in no bad situation and stay there. God didn't say allow somebody to treat you wrong. God didn't say allow yourself to be manipulated. God didn't say you should be walking around here abused, used. God didn't say for you to be depressed, crying, swimming in the pools of your tears, up and down emotionally, moving and functioning unstable. God didn't approve of that way of living on your life. You chose that. Stop accepting BS and poor behaviors from people that ain't raised or don't have no high levels of maturity. Your value is not just contingent upon your capabilities, but it's also contingent upon what you allow and what you accept. Come on now. This is your life. I don't advise people to stay in unhealthy relationships because you can die a lot early. Some people won't even make it to 40 and 50 because your insides is so damaged. You're so broken. You're so depressed all the time. You question yourself all the time. You're hurt all the time. How you say you want to be successful? How you say you want real love? How you say you really want to have a great life, but you sitting here in bad situations? Allowing somebody to hurt you in a way is very toxic for you. Come on now. It's death or divorce. Man, the intent was bad against me, but I overcame it because I sure wasn't allowing it to overtake me. Situations I didn't deserve. Behaviors, circumstances I didn't deserve. Activities I didn't deserve. Nor them children. And before I allow my children to feel some type of way or go through something, man, nah, I'll change the whole scene. I'll pack everything up and change the whole scene. Because children don't have to be here. Come on now. Y'all got to be able to make the tough decisions, even if it hurts. Because I'd rather you be hurt for a moment than to be damaged for a lifetime. When it comes to a tough relationship, always check on how you feel. Because how you feel is real. And it will give you great intel on whether or not you should stay or leave. Yeah. Always check on you. Because when you check on you, it's gonna tell you a story. It's gonna give you confirmation. Should you leave or should you go? Nah, not do myself like that. You should do yourself like that. I practice healthy relationships. And sometimes to be healthy, you gotta learn how to let people go. Forgive, y'all. Forgive. Because when you forgive, man, it frees you from any acts or accusations that was negatively put upon your life, your name, your feelings. Forgive. Forgive and you will become free. See, I can't hold no pain what somebody said, what somebody done to me. I ain't holding that. I ain't hurt me. So why would I hold the hurt? You can have that hurt back. I ain't holding that. You tried to hurt me. You said this to hurt me. You did this to hurt me. And I'm supposed to hold the hurt? No, you got that hurt back. I told a girl that. She was like, boy, you crazy. I said, oh, I didn't like what you said. You tried to hurt my feelings. I said, you got that hurt back. She was like, boy, you crazy. But I was serious though. Nah, that ain't something you say to somebody. I said, you tried to hurt my feelings. I said, no, you got that hurt back. I ain't wearing that. I said, I got all day to live, baby. I ain't about to hold that hurt. You got that hurt back. Them intents is bad. So I'm going to give you your intent back. No, I'm not holding that. Y'all better stop holding stuff. Stop holding what somebody said against you. Stop holding what somebody done against you. Free yourself. Forgive so you can become free. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, sexually, every entity of your life so you can become free. Don't hold that. Let it go. Forgive so you can become free. And when it comes to this life, relationships come and go. But when you got somebody good, you better hold on to it. Ain't nothing out there. Let me tell you something. Those of you that's in a relationship right now, you got somebody good that love you, got your back. Hold on to them. Tight. Hold on to her. Tight. Because ain't nothing out there but New York hallway piss. Rats. Ain't nothing out there but a jungle. Life is a jungle out there. Ain't nothing out there but a bunch of monkeys, chimpanzees, and orangutans out there. No. Life is a jungle. Ain't nothing but a bunch of monkeys out there. Now, this nigga try to act up and cut up. I gave her a banana. I sent her to Chiquita for 59 cents a pound. I said, here, monkey. Since you want to act like one, here, take this banana. Organic banana. Because you acting like a monkey. Because before I let you act like a monkey over here, you're going to have to be over there eating that banana. Monkey, life is a jungle. Life is a whole jungle. Yeah. So I'm telling y'all, man, hey, love yourself more. Put yourself in better position. Don't allow and accept anything. And when it comes to breaking up, go through the emotions. I'll tell you a great advice before I get off this live that my mother gave me a while back. She said, son, when you are dealing with pain, she said, take it head on. I sat there and I looked and I said, man, I pondered on that. She said, son, don't put on your track shoes. And I sat there and I thought, or I thunk. She said, son, don't put on your track shoes. And I said again. I said, what is this woman talking about? Where is she getting to? She said it one more time. Son, don't put on your track shoes. And I sat there. And I said, I got it. I got it. You want me to take it on head on. You don't want me to be a runner or a track star. You don't want me to bandage this. You don't want me to hide my feelings and emotions. You don't want me to lie to myself and say that I'm good when I know I'm not good. You don't want me to fake it and portray like everything's all right, knowing everything isn't all right. I said, oh, I get it now, mama. I get it. She said, take that pain head on. She said, the quicker you address it, the quicker you face it, the quicker you're going to get past it. Come on, God, that was the best advice and wisdom in that moment. I can give it to you now because I experienced it. I'm telling you right now. She said, when you're dealing with pain, baby, don't put on your track shoes. Take it head on. Because the quicker you address it, the quicker you face it, the quicker you're going to be able to get past it. So when it comes to you getting out of a relationship or a marriage and divorce, yeah, this is what you should do. Take it head on. Don't run from it. Don't put on your track shoes and run in the opposite direction. Face it. Address it. Because when you can face it and address it quickly, you're going to be able to get past it. Instead of it overcoming you, you're going to be able to overtake it. Yeah. It ain't easy walking away from somebody you love. It ain't easy walking away from somebody you care about. But if it ain't working, it ain't working. If it ain't right, it ain't right. If it ain't bringing the best out of you, then you got to let it go. If it ain't real, then you just got to be still. It is what it is. It's going to be what it be. Let the chips fall what they lay. Let people feel how they feel. Because if folk never cared about how you feel, don't care about how they feel when it comes to you talking about truth, facts. They didn't cover your feelings, but you trying to cover theirs. Make it make sense. Don't ever stay in no situation where you can't grow. Meaning it ain't bringing the best out of you. You got one life to live. You got one shot at this thing. Don't you dare walk around here unhappy, depressed, facing levels of anxiety all day, every day because of a poor relationship, because somebody didn't know how to love you, because somebody didn't know how to treat you. Don't you dare do yourself like that. Some of y'all have to come to the realization that you're somebody they never had. You're a good woman. You're a good man. And their track record does not attest to a good woman or a good man. Otherwise, they would have treated you different. They would have treated you better. But you were something they never had. And people who have never had people like you don't know what to do with you. Hello. They don't know what to do with you. I always say to end my life. You know my life for me. Did nobody put no gun to your head? But I hope what I've said have inspired you in some type of way. Helped you through your relationship. Help you through your emotions. If you're going through pain right now, face it. Address it. The quicker you face it, the quicker you address it, the quicker you get past it. Hello. But the longer you linger it, the longer you act like everything's all right, the longer you act like everything's okay, the longer you walk around here smiling, trying to keep from crying, holding back tears, the longer you portray and fake it on social media, the longer you fake it to your neighbors, you fake it to your family, you just can't keep it real nowhere, no how. You're going to postpone your deliverance. You're going to postpone your healing. You're going to postpone your self-development. Living your truth, because the truth sets you free. And I'd rather you be hurt for a moment than to be damaged for a lifetime. You got one life to live. I always say at the end of my lives, oh yeah, peace and love. A man functions off peace and a woman functions off love. If you take that man's peace, he is going to seek peace in some other person, place, or things. These are facts. Queens, stop taking a man's peace. If you play with a woman's love, she is going to seek love in some other person, place, or thing. These are facts. Men, stop playing with women's love. These are sacred. These are people's, men and women's drive. Don't be no fool, because you're going to lose at the end. You're going to be the ultimate dummy, because anything that is God-given or God-sent that goes unappreciated, the Lord giveth and the Lord showed enough to take away. You'll lose something good, something you have, because it's going to become something you had because of your lack of appreciation. No gratitude. Your inabilities to keep it real and be honest with self. Not seeking help because you're more of a liability to the relationship than an asset. You got one life to live, baby. Do it right. I always say to my life, hey, look, like and share, like and share. Send to somebody who's trying to get over their relationship. Send to somebody who's getting over pain. Send to somebody who's trying to dealing with divorce. Yeah. And I pray that y'all get through. I pray that you heal. I said nothing but healing virtue your way. I hope you have a renewed mind or a renewed heart. I hope you can bounce back from this pain. I hope you can overcome what you're dealing with, what you're going through. Instead of the situation overtaking you, you overcome it. I pray that you get in a great headspace. I pray that God turn things around in your favor. I pray that God turn your tears into joy. I pray that you gain ultimately peace, not just from the outside, but from within. I pray that God give you blessed assurance, that confidence that you used to have. God said, I remember when you used to smile. I remember when you had a drive. I remember when you set goals and aspirations. I remember when you took initiative about how you look from the inside out. I remember when you were just an asset. I remember when you was on the top, on the up and ups. You took pride in who you were. I remember. God said, when you coming back to being you? When you gonna get life back on track? God said, come back. Come back. Somewhere or another, you've lost your identity because of who you was loving. That's why all love ain't good love, because of what you love and allows you to lose you. If you love something that allows you to lose you, you're going to have to let it go. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. If you shouldn't lose you loving somebody else, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth you loving something and you lose you during the process. Why you got to lose you just to love somebody? If anything, they should be contributing. They should be helping. They should be supporting you being a better you. But you shouldn't lose you. You've been with you all your life. How do you lose you loving somebody else and you've been with you all your life? Come on now. Love yourself more. Go where you elevated, celebrated, motivated, and loved. Go who is excited to see you just as much as you're excited to see them. Yeah. People that's happy to see you. You go there. People who love you without you having to do something for them. You love them. People that got your back and you didn't have to ask. They do it effortlessly. I've never sat around and thought about who didn't love me or why she didn't love me. I only focus on the people who do love me. You see how your mind got to be strong? I've never thought about who didn't love me. I always focused on the people who do love me. I never focused on who wouldn't do this and who wouldn't do that. I only focus on the people who will do it. It's a mind frame. It's a mentality. I focus on the people who do love me. I never focus on the people who don't, because they don't matter, because they don't love me. I never focus on what a person don't do because they can't help me. I only focus on the people who do. Mindset. I love you. I pray that you have a blessed night. It's getting late. I pray that you have a blessed tomorrow. I pray this live move your life in a better direction. I pray that you start your healing process so you can stop missing out on some great moments and great opportunities life has to offer for you, your future. Some of y'all can't receive the goodness and the greatness in God's promises. It's because you're still hurt. You're still broken. You're still in disarray. You can't stop focusing on that situation. Where one's heart cannot heal, they will relive it in their mind. If the heart cannot heal from it, you will relive it up in your mind. So what is this doing? You are creating your own hell on earth because you're experiencing something that already occurred, but you're doing it over and over and over again. Why? Because the heart can't heal from it. Now it's replaying in your mind. Stop creating your own hell, because your mind is replaying what that person did, what that person said, and those past bad experiences. No, don't do yourself like that. No, it's not fair. It's not right. It's not good. It's not healthy. And I advise you to change. Forgive so you can become free. And after that freedom comes your healing, baby. You can start and begin your healing process. I am J. Pitts Presents. I am your life coach. And class is dismissed. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, yo, take us home. Take us home, Gwen. Now I'm going to do it with Alex. Let's do it with Alex again. Do it with Alex again, baby.
pressure now, almost to your house. In love, I'm feeling you, quite hard to get out now. It's what you do now, it's what you said. I'm caught in my feelings that might be misled, but I don't care. Cause you painted me a picture, put it in a frame. Even signed my name, no, really the same as love. But it got some things never seen before. At least that's what you saw. Tell me you're not like the others. You are not the same, and I already believe it. Everything you claim to be in mind, tell me. Make another dream to sell me. Tell me you're not like all of them, you're different. Or are you smoking mirrors? Are you smoking mirrors? Just smoking mirrors. Are you smoking mirrors? You got a sparkle in your eye, twinkling in your smile. In your back pocket is butterflies, always abound. Singing flashes of your heart, I only get so far. Felt this all before. You promised me more. Tell me you're not like the others. You're not like the others. You are not the same, and I'm not the same. Everything you claim to be in my mind. Tell me, make another dream to sell me. Tell me you're not like all of them, you're different. You could be. Or are you smoking mirrors? Is it for the games for you? Are you smoking mirrors? Am I the same to you? Just smoking mirrors. How many times have you lied to me? Are you smoking mirrors? I don't know where you started and you begin, but it's so beautiful. I don't know where you started and you begin, but it's so beautiful.
Guess what?
You almost have me.
You almost take care of business at home tomorrow. Shout out to the Rock Boys. We got a big game tomorrow. Yeah, we got a big game. Shout out to the Rock Boys, man. We got business tomorrow to take care of. So, you know, Rocky River stand up. But something my barber reminded me. He said, "Jeff, man, you always been a husband." And I was like, "Dang, bro, why you bringing up old stuff?" He said, "Man, you've been talking about being a husband since you was a kid, since I've been cutting your hair when you was a child." But see, I said I was always going to be a husband because me watching the struggles of my mama raising me and my brothers by herself. So I said, I'm going to be a man. I didn't see a man, but I'm going to be a man. I'm going to be a man. So I was like, man, I'm always going to be a husband. I'm going to be a husband. Like, so Joe asked me, shout out to Joe at Edwards Barbershop over there off the plaza. He said, Jeff, what you want to be when you grow up? I looked around. I said, man, I'm going to be a husband. Everybody was like, what? So you got boys saying they want to be a fireman, police officer, basketball player, football player. Jeff, what you want to be? I'm going to be a good husband. I'm going to be a great husband. That's what I told him. And I was serious too. 10, 11 years old. I was serious about it. Because I watched the struggles of my mother raising her sons by herself. Yeah. T, you know. You already know what up, T. You know. Shout out to Edwards Barbershop. Joe was like, they asked all the young boys in the barbershop, because man, your barber man could be like your second father or your uncle or a great male influence. Shout out to Edwards Barbershop. But I'm gonna tell you something, Joe asked everybody in there what they wanted to be. Folks like, I want to be a professional basketball player, I want to be a professional football player, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a doctor. Jeff, what you want to be? Be a great husband. Be a great husband. But like, bro, out of everything you can be, your response is a good husband? Yeah. That's what I want to be when I grow up, Joe. That's what I want to be when I grow up, Joe. He looked at me, man, and he shook my hand. He said, I respect you, Joe. You young, you too young to be talking like this, but I respect it. I posted something 2 weeks ago, and Joe reminded me of what I said when I was 10, maybe 10, 11 years old. He said, Jeff, you always said you was going to be a good husband. You've been saying this since you was a kid. And some people like, where they come from, Jeff? Man, watching the struggles of my mother. Take care of her sons. So I said, I'm going to be a man. I'm going to be a man. I'm going to be a good man. I'm going to be a great husband. I'm going to be a phenomenal husband. That's what I told Joe. And I stand on that. And I've been that way ever since. Relationship end, things go left, but that don't change who I've been, what I've done. It's okay. I am who I am. I'm just like Papa. Hey, this too shall pass, baby. It's life. Y'all need to be mentally strong so you can know how to bounce back. I love y'all, man. I hope this live bless y'all in some type of way. Those of you who came to class late, press the replay button. It could get too deep for you. You better put your big boy boxes on, your big girl panties on, but you know what it is, what it is. I love you. I hope you have a blessed night. Now get some rest. I am J. Pitts Presents. I am your life coach, and class is dismissed. Time is of the essence, and it starts what? Right now. Make a decision. I need you to make a decision tonight, or I could say this morning, that's going to make the future you look back at the you of you today and say thank you. I said what I said. I want you to make some decisions tonight that's going to make the future you look back at the you of you today and say thank you. Because some of the decisions I made when I was a youngin' is the reason why I'm in the position I'm in today. So I'm thanking that young Jeff, because that young Jeff helped put me in position to be this wise Jeff, older Jeff, making better choices Jeff, doing the things that I'm doing Jeff. So I'm going to make some decisions today that's going to make the future you, future me, look back at the me of me today and say thank you. Your quality of choice is going to bless your future. So you need to put more quality in it so you can bless your life, not only for today, but tomorrow and your life going forward. I love y'all, man. Have a blessed night. We are.